So I'm going to run this in two ways. I'm going to start it here. I'm going to play it on my phone so that we're in sync. We're going to be focusing on the 1 minute 42 second mark.
Now it sounds like it's coming from farther away.
Then what we're going to see is right here. There's a delay. And you see
Something's going on. I'm not sure why people aren't running, but
and then the bicyclist
where's the
passes.
security guard? What's he doing?
Okay, so this is my focus.
You know, for there being gunfire, sure doesn't seem like.
So that is my focus, and I just want to roll it back again, and I'm not going to play the sound. I just want you to look at where we are and the reflection in the side view mirror. Okay. Okay, so you see that, and then the cyclist passes. I can do that audio again. I'm doing it from different do that for him here.
Something's going on.
And then you see the big light
I'm not sure
up
why
here.
people aren't running, but
There's like a light that's
where's the
flashing.
security guard? What's he doing?
There was some note too about that light flashing. So then what I was working on doing was actually just in my movie maker. Okay. This would be the start of when you start seeing the flashes. And I'm not exactly sure if that's playing it or not. And you can see I super enhanced the side view mirror. because I wanted to try to see if I could shade out the building, because I was trying to really find out like what building this is happening in. Okay, real close up, you know, it's very distorted. It's a new program I'm not used to, so there's that. But you can sort of see the that was the fire, you know, it's distorted. And then I've spent a lot of time trying to figure what building that was. So you can see, here we are, and it's at an angle. The thing is, I just don't understand how the car could be. And so you see this right here. This is very, very close up of the side view mirror, and this right here is the reflection that says Mandalay Bay. And the Mandalay Bay, this is it. This is like the inside, right here and right here. And this is where gunfire is coming from. And this is where I say that there's like multiple people shooting at the same time in succession. Because you have a light up here, you have these lights back here, you have this light down here. This would be, you know, the lower level, you know, if this is the top, then you're talking about the alleged 32nd floor, or is this the 32nd floor on the side? You can almost see down here the angular of the building, and you know, it's kind of difficult to make out. I've been looking at it for a long time, so I probably see it a little bit easier. Let me go out here and just turn this volume down, because I have okay. So just to kind of go back, and this, you can see the outline of the side view mirror, because it's such a small part, but the flashes, there were multiple areas happening at the same time, and it was in the pulsation of that gunfire. And this would, you can see coming out the side, the front and the side, you know, and this is in 1 minute 48 seconds. Remember before I showed you it started at 1 minute 42 seconds. You heard it. You saw it in the side view mirror at 1 minute 45 seconds. And yeah, I realize it's like distorted in its own regard, but this is what it is. This is the front. This is the side. There's gunfire coming up. But if you would notice, the point like I'm making is that when this is happening, there's also flashes that are occurring in other areas as well at the same time. And then I don't know, was there somebody on the roof shining this spotlight? Because there were people talking at one point about the spotlight being shined on them, and then when they needed it, they didn't have it. Big light. You know, I did question, could that be a flashlight or a car light or something like that? But there's no headlights for a vehicle that's going to just go off and on and off and on. Particularly, that's going to be behind her parked here. Okay, so you know, you rule out a flashlight from the bicyclist too, because he passes, and I'm going to show you that's still there. Okay. Wonder if this was the same shots going on at the same time. Do you think that looks like it could be 4th floor, doesn't it now? You know, 4th. Someone said 19th floor too. There was something going on at the 19th floor. But we have these marks that are like precision at the same time when the gunfire is going off. And you have, you know, this spotlight also being shown, it looks like, from the top of the building. I'd like to know if people were there, did they feel like they were having a spotlight shown on them? You know, and whenever the other gunfire tapers down and it fades out, then they all do. You have these two here still, but then it, this is another enhancement of it. Then it comes back to, because again, you're talking about, we're at the only 1 minute 50-second mark. All of these pictures were spliced down in 9 seconds. I got like, I don't know, 40 pictures. So it's like you're talking about like a millisecond for each one of these, which would pick up that rapid fire. And then that was the big flashes up front, and that is on the building. That is on this DJ. This, thank you for helping me with this, DJ. It's funny that you're doing the same thing as I'm doing. I mean, we can work as a team here. I know you think there's one gunman. You may be right, but I'm putting out the hypothetical that it's not, that it's two or more, because there's different locations as I'm going through this, and I really hope the audio is picking up on this. I'm going to be so upset. So here we have this up here, and I absolutely believe this is the rear view. You know, it's kind of like, it's hard to believe that it's catching the 32nd floor and the whole side of the building, and I'm not sure exactly what angle she's parked at or whatnot, and just ever so slightly when she moves, it obviously it adjusts like the reflection quite a bit, and there's only a sliver that I'm working with here to even enhance it. But okay, so at the 1 minute 51 second mark, you can see that the cyclist, who's wearing some sort of green reflector or something, is approaching, and this is pretty much where it ends. Again, this light is being shown, and this is, I think, the reflection in the glass, in the windshield, and this still here is the everything down here is the side view mirror. It's very blown up and zoomed in. Okay, that's very blown up and zoomed in. Again, this is the top of the side view mirror. This is the most that it would catch. Now, I don't know if that light seemed too bright just to be the gunfire. So I'm definitely guessing that was a spotlight of some kind. And then again, we have these flashes that are coming from the main floor. I want to call it the main floor. Reflection cyclist coming in with the same pulsing gunfire. It's not lights. And as the cyclist approaches, he sort of blocks out the view of that building. So it kind of goes dark, you know, for a second too, because it was going dark ever so often, like whenever it would stop. It wasn't like a constant light. But here you have the cyclist passing the 1 minute 57 second mark. Here he is, and he has like a green shirt on or something, and that's what was marked and seen in the windshield. Okay, and so now you can see, as the cyclist has passed, here's our side view mirror, and in that side view mirror, and I believe that the cabbie has been inching ahead slowly. You have this light, which is obviously not the flashlight, and you can see the coloration of the building for the Mandalay Bay, which is, you know, much more representative of that color. So yeah, and I was trying to make a much more professional, you know, display and edit these pictures out. So yeah, note the cyclist pass, and the solid light is still present. It's not the It's not a flashlight. And I just tried to enhance that as best I could. And you almost have to have some sort of psychiatric illness, I think, to see things in here. And if you look at it long enough, you know, you can see faces and so forth. Yeah, I know I can too. But anyway, that's what I have. I know it's a stretch, but again, you know, at the 1 minute and 42 second mark, okay, and I will post a link in the description box to follow this video, because actually the link I have in the description box for the video that I posted yesterday regarding this has already been taken down. So 1 minute 42 seconds, you start hearing it. You know, you start hearing it, but you don't see it, and it might not be that much of a delay or an echo even. It's just because the side view mirror is not in view, as you can see right here. I hope this mouse is showing up. And, you know, still 1 more second later, still the side view mirror is in view, you know. 144, it's coming in view, and you can also see just a little bit of a glare right there up in the upper corner. And by the 1 minute 45 second mark, the cabbie has a little bit of a better angle, you know, more encompassing view of the side view mirror, and this is what you're starting to see right here, is the flashing. And then 145, no flashing, because it's pulsing, it's not constant. Okay, so this just shows it's not like there's cars behind that are turning their lights off and on. You know, if it was a car behind, and there wasn't, because everybody was at a standstill position, their lights would be on, and it would be constant, and you would see it, and you just don't see that here. You know, my opinion is not vehicles, it's not reflectors. It is an image of the building. And then flash comes back on. More flashes. 46. And this is when it really picks up, and like, you know, rapid in succession. So that's why I kind of went a little bit crazy highlighting these ones, because it was like, wow, it almost looks like this is you know, I don't know if she moved. I didn't think that she had moved, but you know, this almost looks like this end part of the Mandalay coming in this way. You can see it. You know, this is the one part, the header. If that's the case, if this is actually the sign that says Mandalay Bay up here, then you're actually, you know, we're looking at the entire building to the top, which just, you know, geometrically it seems impossible. But, you know, these mirrors, side view mirrors, they are, you know, curved in to catch a bigger angle. So I find this interesting too, because DJ did show, you know, looking up. You can almost see that tower looking up. You see flashes. Now, could people be inside taking video, taking pictures, and their cameras are flashing, just so happens to be at the same time? Maybe. You know, I'm not going to rule that out. I mean, I have thought of other permutations other than, you know, multiple gunmen on floors. But I think it's crazy to rule out that possibility. So I'm going to probably need some psychiatric meds if I keep looking at these distorted photos, and you probably will too. I think that you get what I'm saying now about it not being a cyclist, about it not being a car. You know, here's the mirror, just an enhancement. You see, that almost looks like right here, I hope my mouse is showing up, almost looks like right here, like that's the name on top of the building. You know, don't know what angle it's at. And this definitely looks like, to me, this is probably like the best rendition I have to like illustrate my point. You know, there's the building, here's the whole side view mirror. You have this floor, you have down here, you have something up here going on too. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not supposing to say that there were 6, but you get my point. Yeah, and make sure when you're looking at the flashes and the lights that you're just focusing in on the, you know, the mirror, not everything else around, because there are other things going on. There's reflections in the windshield and so forth as well. So, avoid looking at that, and just look at here, right here. And that's where it is. Alright, I'm not going to torture you anymore, but that's it. And I might just do a link for this one, because I don't know if I want to share this with the entire internet. Not sure. Let's go back out here. I did buy some software. I hope to make it work out. I hope. Alright, have a great night. Bye.